Okay, driving.
I don't even sit in the front seat with him when he drives.
Yeah. She is not a fan of the whole driving thing whatsoever.
People don't look left before they turn right.
Yeah.
People do U-turns in the middle of the road. They will come out of nowhere when you're barreling down the road. Out of nowhere, just in front of you. And if you don't have good brakes, that's it.
But anyway, so yeah, the driving here. I love it. I am so used to it now. I've driven the putt-putt, the moped, or the scooter, whatever, and the van. And now we just basically drive the van around, you know, because she feels safer in it. Swap the tires off the back, which were like brand new, to the ones on the front that were completely worn out. So while we're here, the next 3 more weeks or whatever, then at least I'm driving a van that I know I can steer and everything. I'm not going to get the blowout, whereas the shitty tires are on the back.
Beep.
Beep. The bad tires are on the back. The driving here, nighttime, daytime, I have no problem. I have no problem because I'm already expecting people to jump out in front of me, dogs to jump out in front of me. I'm expecting motorcycles with no taillights. So I'm really more attentive. You know, back home in BC, we have issues with deer, but deer aren't out all the time. You're not as attentive about deer because it's rarer to see them. I mean, where we live, they jump out all the time, but it's not the same feeling as here. You know, you're not as prepared at home. That's why you just hit 2 deer in the last couple months at home in the car, which is great because after 15 years of living where we're living, you know, it took her 15 years to hit 2 deer. I mean, they weren't crazy hits, minor damage on the front of the car.
30 kilometers.
30 kilometers an hour, still damaged the car a little bit, but nothing crazy, right? Nothing. I have no problem if we were ever to retire here for a few years or whatever, even just come visit for a few years. I'd bring my Harley here, and I'd have no problem at all riding day or night on my bike. Not a problem. I know you would still have a problem, but you know, if we were to move here, you'd have to pull up your big girl pants and you'd have to start driving because I can't be your chauffeur because I'd rather sit in the hammock. And the milk it's like Mexico. The milk is not the same as in Canada. Or
Sweet again.
It's sweet again. We did find one that wasn't sweet. It only had like 10 grams, I think, of sugar in it. And it was don't buy the fortified stuff. This one was a farm fresh stuff. But I noticed I'm feeling a little better, less aches. I really haven't ached since I got here. Maybe it's because of milk. I don't know. Because sometimes they say...
I think you lost some weight since you've been here.
Well, possibly. It could be the tan.
Tia thinks you lost a lot of weight.
Our daughter does.
Oh, look at your face. Maybe, or maybe mine's just getting bigger and yours looks thinner.
Maybe all my fat's coming off onto you.
Or something.
Well, I don't see it in you. Honestly, I don't see you getting chubbier in the face. So, anyway, sorry. Even in that town, yeah, in the city, stuff's tight, man. You know, it's not fast. So I don't know why everybody freaks out. Oh my God, they drive crazy and all this stuff. And it's like, well, they don't drive fast. They drive at like 10 kilometers an hour.
But there's no rules. You just
well, there are rules. They just don't follow them, right? I mean, it's that simple.
Apparently, there's no police.
Yeah, no street lights out here. Like stop signs, whatever. But anyway, so the bigger cities, it's crazy, it's hectic, it's congested. But you know what? How do you get in accidents when you're doing a mile an hour, 2 miles an hour, 5 miles an hour? Just sit back, relax, chill out. You know, if you're a road rager, don't go to Manila, man. It's not gonna work for you. That simple. The driving here is not that bad. And now we're starting to get out because we only have 3 weeks left. So right now we're sitting in Fantasy Resort. The Canadians that own it, our friends Doug and Vivian. We will be staying here for a couple nights, and then we're gonna go to Bohol. We might go with them. I don't know what their plans are. They did offer us to go with them, but Doug's sister's is here from Canada, from Toronto, so she might be tired. And today's her birthday, actually, so I don't know if we're gonna have any videos tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. But anyway, and then after that, we're gonna come back to Hinabahan. And we're gonna hook up with Prince and Malin and go to Siquijor. We're thinking of taking them to Siquijor as a thank you for the hospitality that they've shown us. Cost. I think we covered a little bit of the food. Yeah, food's cheap. Food's cheap. Your stays here, you got to get used to the high peso. which once you do the transfer, it's really not that bad. We've stayed in quite a few different places now, little resorts. Some are worthy, some are not worthy. Sulu Sunset, by far, the best so far. The beaches, the grounds, just watch the videos, right? Amazing, great, the spot for sure. Middle of nowhere, takes a while to get there from any airport, but yeah, the best. And we'll let you know about this one once we've done this one. Right now, yeah, the grounds
The
are
room's ready.
The room's ready, everything's ready.
We were staying at Aruba.
Aruba, so it's like the high end.
Even though we booked
The
for
high end
Mango.
room. Yeah, we booked for Mango. Okay, for the guys, okay, some of the women. So City Hardware is basically a Home Depot. And it's in what town?
Kaban.
Okay, so it's in that town. And we stopped there because Prince's mom, who owns his house, wants to put a pressured water system in the house. So we went there to price some stuff. And Shreen and I walked in there and we were blown away. Like the tile work. And you can watch a previous video that we did on that. The tile work, like the quantity.
What was it? Two something?
Like 200 pesos for
something for 22
and a half, something like that.
24 inches.
Yeah,
24 by
I think
24.
they were 24 or 18 inch by 18 inch. I can't quite
No.
remember, but they were cheap, right? So 200 pesos is like $5, right? So it's like nothing. Yeah. Okay. So the tubs, and you can see that in the video as well, right? Like beautiful tubs, well-built tubs, jet tubs that at home in BC would be $5,000, easy, starting at $5,000. Well, they're like $1,200, $1,400. You know, so to build here, and we've watched quite a few videos of people building homes here, expats, and yeah, they build homes for like 60, 70,000 US. So call that $100,000 Canadian. You can't even buy land anywhere in Canada for $100,000 anymore. Maybe in the prairies, right? But I mean, you can't, like, you in BC, you can't buy anything. You can't even, yeah, you're not even a bachelor or a studio. You can't buy anything. Canada's so ridiculous in pricing compared to here.
And here, everybody even understands it. They may feel stupid speaking it.
Silly. Yeah.
Like I do
Speaking.
Tagalog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she fully understands Tagalog, but she just doesn't speak because she feels silly, right? So, and it's the same here. But at least everybody here in the Philippines, which is why it's a great place for, English-speaking expats, is because the communication is there. And that's my biggest thing, because I'm Mr. Yapper.
Not you.
No, not me. Thanks, Mom. Yapper is because I like to communicate with people. I like to sit down and talk with people, you know. Tell me everything about yourself, you know, whatever. You know, I like to listen to other people's experiences, you know.
Or tell them yours.
Or tell them mine. That's usually after a couple Crown Royals, Canadian kids. After a couple crowns, yeah, I get a little bit more gabby. But yeah. So yeah, the cost here, the beach properties are definitely coming up in price even in the middle of nowhere. But like this resort, definitely by far number one so far that we've been to, any of the beaches we've been to, including Sulu Sunset on Sugar Beach in Sipalay. This beach.
Sand is different, like powder.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. You'll see in the videos. But yeah, here it's the beach here is definitely the first best beach. And I'm sure when we go to Bohol, where we're gonna stay in Bohol, the beach is gonna be even nicer there. Siquijor, it's all because of the water and everything, right? So, but yeah, so far just looking at this beach, it's out of control. It's
But hot.
oh yeah,
You
but
can't walk.
yeah, the other day
bare
when
feet.
the other video we showed you
Can't
in the rain.
ground, like Brian says.
Yeah, you can't do your grounding, right? Get the sandals off on the hot sand. No. I was even trying to, shuffle my feet under the sand. Well, then I was just burning the tops of my feet. So yeah, in the Philippines, yeah, if you're gonna go to the beach, man, wear your sandals, or just put water socks on.
What do you always say? My rule.
Yeah.
When you first walk on the beach, you got to take off your sandals.
That's
no
right.
sandals.
You got to ground.
We came here, and that was it. No, it wasn't even here.
Just leave a comment, and we get to them because we don't get a lot of comments because we're really nobodies, right? Hey, we're just us.
This
we're
is
just
supposed
us.
to be for our kids.
Yeah, it's for our kids. But because people we actually had a really good comment from a viewer, And it really made my wife feel good about the editing of the Sulu sunset.
Made you feel good.
Well, it made me feel good, but it made you feel good. You're the one who does all this work. She's the one who does all the work. I'm the Gabby guy, right? I'm the guy that wants to film everything, but then, you know, sometimes I have to put my feet up and have a beer, which is empty, so I'm gonna have to go get another one. But yeah, she does everything. Is Shireen? It's her work. Yeah, it's empty. So Shireen does all the work, and she does a good job because we literally started this like
Not knowing anything.
not knowing a thing 4 days before. Well, maybe a
You
week.
can tell from the first video.
Oh, yeah.
Was it the second?
Yeah, well, even the first video, right? Because so we actually just went
Left
back
the
yesterday.
text in. Whoa! Okay, sometimes there's wind.
Some wind, but that's okay. We'll probably edit that out. That or we'll put it into a blooper reel, and that's for the yellow Adolfo mangoes or whatever that's what we call them back home, right? And they're amazing. Like we've already eaten a truckload of mangoes, like in every way possible.
Maybe that's mango face.
Mango face, mango face. Well, hey, you know what? That's a good face to have because, you know, back home a mango is now like $3 a mango. Here I get like 4 or 5, well, like 5 of them for about $3 Canadian. So, I mean, some
Still
things
kind
are
of expensive.
Yeah, still kind of expensive, but that's because we're not in Cebu, so they
And
have
they're
to be
this
traveled.
big.
Oh yeah, they're like a child having a child. They're big mangoes, man. They're really big mangoes. You know? Well, yeah, I don't really have any complaints about anything so far. Some of the resorts you got to
He's
watch the
adapted
beds.
way more than me.
Yeah. Well, I adapt easy because, you know, I don't sweat the little things, right? But I mean, like the food, the stay. The only you got to watch when you come to some resorts is the thickness of the mats on the bed, you know, and that depends. So we've slept on everything that was from ½ inch thick to not. Well, what was that one?
Oh my god. Obong.
No, not Obong. Obong was the worst by far. But then the best so far was Nabulao for our anniversary. That was an actual mattress,
And now these ones are even thicker.
No, Nabulao was an actual mattress, but these ones here are a 4-inch foamy. So we've already sat on the beds and stuff, and they feel really good. So yeah, $18. I apologize. $18 Canadian a night you can get down to, but then you know you're not going to get the best bed, that's for sure. And the one thing that you know, we're old, man. You know, we're not like crazy old. We're not fossils yet, but you know, we're old, and I like the comfortness of life. So after a while it gets old. You know, they do have hammocks, which I'm going to be jumping into soon. Air conditioning in the bedroom.
Must.
For her it's a must. But we can get away, like if you have a fan, right? Like if you have a really good fan, you can get away with it, no problem. Zero complaints for me. Because of where we are. But when we went to Dumaguete, I couldn't find Crown Royal there either, right? So I don't know. I don't know if it's import rules, whatever. But why can I not get Crown Royal in Dumaguete? You know. But why can't I get Crown Royal?
Maybe you can in Bowl.
Maybe in Bohol, but because it's a little bit more touristy. But you know, there's Tagbilaran, I think is the name, or something like that, is the main port there, which is the big city. Maybe Bacolod, like maybe even Manila. But I'm not going all the way to Manila to get a bottle of Crown Royal. I did bring 2, but they're gone, and I should have brought 4 because we were allotted 4. Anyway, so we're gonna let you guys go. This video went way longer, so we're probably gonna turn it into a video that we'll give you guys once we get home, unless the wife gets bored and she breaks it up. Maybe she'll break it up into 2 videos. And yes, this beach is awesome because there is basically a constant breeze here, so that makes her happy, and happy wife, happy life. Makes my job easier, you know. But
Cheers.
I'm gonna start rating.
Peace out.
Oh yeah, cheers. Yeah, you get it, right? So I'm gonna start rating the beaches, and right now, as of now, out of 10, this beach is a definite 7-drink beach.
Oh, jeez.
It's a 7-drink beach for sure, and I'm sure those will go up when we get to the other more secluded, nicer places. But this is beautiful. I don't know why you wouldn't want to come here. Okay, so cheers and peace out. Things might appear on the screen. Do something with them. YouTube stuff. Smash, grab, like, punch. I don't know what that stuff is, but do all that stuff, right? And tell your friends, you know. See ya.